Retire Rowley already. Political analyst slams former PM's continued interference, and editorial by Rhonda Dowlett. Political analyst Dr. Shane Mohammed has launched a scathing critique of former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, accusing him of stepping away from office not to retire, but to manipulate the expected former government through his chosen successor, Stuart Young. Keith Rowley, the man who gave up prime ministership under the disguise of retirement, but who really preferred becoming puppet master, Mohammed said. He continued, "I have no other examples of a politician who opted to leave active politics under the disguise of retirement, purporting a narrative of family life commitments, having served his time and purpose, and now just wanted to walk away into farming." But, according to Mohammed, Rowley's supposed exit was anything but final. More and more, it appears to me that Keith Rowley didn't really retire from politics. He would have been contented in his transition of power from prime minister to puppet master of his intended puppet Stuart Young, whilst at the same time puppeteering the PM. This seemed like an ideal plan, Mohammed explained, since Keith Rowley and Stuart Young, like Mr. Manning and Mr. Pandey before them, underestimated the political resilience of Kamala Persad-Bissessar. They underestimated the power of the people, both PNM members and those who supported the UNC, and he sure believed that his consistent frigid and downright disrespectful treatment of the THA and the will of the Tobagonian people would somehow get himself and Stuart Young another 2020 free pass into government. Responding to recent criticisms aimed at commentators, Mohammed said he is held back from attacking the new administration prematurely. "My colleagues and I have been chastised in the last couple of months for not racing to admonish and criticize the current administration for its perceived missteps. Instead, I, and it appears others, have opted to give them a chance to warm the seats at least past 100 days for behaviors to be adjusted and plans to begin, since many of the current ministers are first time in government. It was the very same thing I know I did in 2015 when Dr. Rowley became PM, and it was to a lesser extent extended in 2020 because conditions and context then were pertinent, as they are now." Returning to his central point, Mohammed issued a blistering rebuke. "I say this to return to the point that Keith Rowley, now the recipient of his lofty pension, can mentally practice his PMship, and it seems he is also prepared to be an alternative opposition leader, thereby killing, attacking two birds at the same time, prime minister and opposition leader. He is yet to comprehend the disgust he gathered within the PN, where his own people are fully aware of the mess he made of the government, which cataclysmically collapsed quickly after hoisting Stuart Young on the people and PNM. He remains ignorant and disconnected from the magnitude of repulse the people of this country feels towards him. As such," Mohammed added, "he continues to behave in a manner where he believes he remains a credible voice in politics. Therefore, at every opportunity he has, Rowley continues to attempt to usurp the government and undermine the opposition leader with his utterances and appearances. Maybe he needs to be told, 'You opted to retire under false pretenses because you really wanted a promotion of project manager and puppet master of your project Stuart Young, and it failed. Instead, the population retired you by rejecting your prime ministerial candidate and then rejected the PNM, which you created, the worst version ever in its 69 years of existence.'" In a final blow, Dr. Mohammed declared, "My God, how your predecessors must roll in their resting places. Retire Rowley already, and your bow is broken. You are no longer the fiddler,